Well, that's what we wake up to at Lake Poso. It's very, very calm for a lake. A bit chilly out here though. In the middle of the night I woke up and I felt a little bit cold. But nonetheless, nice to be here. Okay, almost ready to go. I'm all packed now. We're going to just have a slow, easy ride around Lake Poso. Hopefully we'll get some scenic drives. And I'm going to a hotel in the north of the lake because I need to rest a little bit. And tomorrow I've got a big day. I got a surprise for you. We're going to go see something very special. So yeah, easy going drive. Take my time. I've got a few hours to get there, so no problems. All right, here we go. That was a nice stay, nice little camping spot. Now, time to move on. We're going to go along the coast over there. All right, let's ride on. Somebody had the brilliant idea to start fixing the road, but unfortunately we're too early. They haven't finished it yet, so we're stuck having to deal with well, some gravel road. Hopefully not for the whole duration, because there's some steep hills, and I'm not crazy about that hill I just had there. Pretty steep, and with gravel, it's not my favorite type of place. But anyways, it's not so bad, the view is okay, so let's enjoy and let's ride on. Well, what do you know? We got asphalt again, yay! Woo! Well, the road is all right. Kind of enjoying the drive. But it's not that scenic. But sometimes you get to see the lake. I just kind of got off the road here and just to see the vastness of this lake. It's quite nice. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying the ride altogether. And I hope it does get better. All right, let's ride on. going down. Ah, I see some asphalt below. That's a good sign. Start recording. Hi. This is the top of the world shot. All right, it was a bit tough at times, but quite worth it. This is a nice view. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad I took this road. Yeah, overall nice. We're going to head down the hill now and see what's waiting for us down there. All right, let's ride on. Get Look at this waterfall. Alright, so that spot we just looked at, that's where I had planned to spend the night, but when I heard the loud music, I'm like, nah, I'm not spending the night there. So we'll be looking for another place. Hopefully I can find something else at a reasonable price around here before it starts raining. It's starting to rain, oh my god. So I'm gonna go maybe sit somewhere, have some lunch, and look for a place to stay. Alright, let's ride on. Poso. There's a viewpoint over there. And down here. Yeah, so seems to be some difficulty again in finding a decent place to stay. So even finding a place to eat is a bit tough. As you might have seen, there's lots of dog and other things that I don't really fancy eating at the market. I believe they were rats, I'm not sure. I'd heard about that but never seen it. Looking at the dogs took me by surprise. I'm not sure I enjoyed that, and I don't think I want to eat meat while I'm here. I'm here now, so I'm gonna make the best of it. Maybe I'll just I saw a place that had gado-gado, that's vegetarian, so I tried to get some baby guling. I saw this place that had baby guling, but they just didn't have it, and they seemed to be a bit confused, and I don't know. Again, after what I'd seen, I'm not sure I want to have some meat. So yeah, maybe gado-gado is going to be for me today, but I need to find a place where I can get it. So I'm going back in town. The first place that looks half decent, I'm going to go sit, have some food, and look for a place to stay tonight. All right, let's ride on. Really nice little place called Kayuku. They've got an excellent chicken sandwich. Very nice, the owner, and yeah, they've been brilliant. And I might come back tonight for some dinner or something. But now let's go find a hotel. All right, let's ride on.
As I rolled into town, I did not expect to see the dog meat market so flagrantly on display. Quite something. Well, nonetheless, here we are. It was otherwise a very lovely ride around Lake Poso, and while the road was at times a little bit difficult, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you did as well, and if you did, please don't hesitate to click like and write me a comment. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And I do hope we get to meet on the road. And until we do, like they say around here, sampai jumpa lagi. So this is called Amadeo, and it looks fantastic. I get the parking right next to the room. The rooms are brilliant. It comes with breakfast. Look at this room. Is that nice? Just like towels. I love the Amadeo towels. Proper Western bathroom. I am so happy. There's even a desk. No TV, but who cares? I don't watch TV anyways. So, and it's right next to this here. So, this is brilliant. I'm loving it. Thank you.